Hey everyone, how's it going? I did a video a little while back about Cowboys 59 Club book. You can go back on the channel and watch that if you'd like to. I delve into the book that talks about some history of the club from the 60s through to the sort of early to mid 90s. And in that book, it touches on the Link magazine, which is the magazine of the 59 Club. Back in the 60s, up until I think 1970, it was a paper magazine, a physical magazine. You can still get the magazine. It's digital now. So if you're a member of the club, you can go onto the website and you've got access to the digital magazine, which is a great read. So I would urge you to have a look at that if you're a member and you haven't done so yet. But in this video, I'd like to have a little look at some old Link magazines. I've been lucky enough to get hold of a few to have a look at. I say a few, it's virtually the complete collection. So right, let's delve into that. So Link magazine ran from 1965 to 1970 in its paper form, and then there was a pamphleted form of it a bit later on, which Vic lent me a couple of in his collection that I've got here at the moment. And then it sort of disappeared really until it went digital, and all the digital copies that are now produced are, as I said in the intro, on the 59 Club's website. So if you're a paid up member, then you'll have access to the portal there where you can read through the latest digital editions as they arrive. So here it is, that very first issue of Link magazine with that famous picture of Father Bill on the front. I think this is available as a poster now in the club shop if you have a look online. Actually, talking about the club shop at the moment, if you are a club member, there's a discount code available. Check out the Facebook group. There was something put up about that last night. Yeah, discount at the club shop. But yeah, so issue 1. So this was priced at £1. It came out in May 1965. Issue 1 of Link magazine, the magazine of the 59 Club. So I was reading in Cowboys 59 Club book about the Link magazine, and it was talking in there about this being Mike Evans' project. In there, and I quote, "Link, the magazine of the 59 Club, was Mike's own baby. He thought the whole thing up, and for nearly 2 years devoted many hours to producing a monthly magazine, which went around the country to keep our far-flung members in touch with what was happening in Paddington with the exploits of other members." Paddington was, of course, the base of the 59 Club at that time, and Mike Evans was one of the leaders. Treasurer and secretary, I think, if I remember rightly from the book. One of the guys that was around at the time back then will correct me if I'm wrong on that. So yeah, this was the first edition, May 1965. 8 pages, including the covers, were lithographs by Shelway Press, 6 pages of photographs, and 2 pages of advertising. The other 16 pages were text duplicated on the club's own machine from stencils typed by Mike. So again, I'm reading from Cowboys book there. But it's a really nice magazine, actually. It's good quality. And there's some nice photographs. There's Mike Evans there. Mike Cook, so that's Cowboy, who wrote that 59 Club book that I was talking about in the other video. And of course, Reverend Graham Hullett. So yeah, here we go. I mean, you look, it feels like a sort of smallish magazine, but when you delve into it and look into it, you kind of begin to realise the amount of work that actually goes into producing something like this. You know, I realised that the club had photographs available, but to have photographs available, you've got to have the events, so things are happening. The famous cartoon there, the Giles cartoon going through the church. The rescue van. I've read a lot about that. So kind of one of the things I was hoping that this video would achieve was not only to have a look at some of these magazines and sort of see the way that they changed over the years that they were running, but also with things like the adverts and some of the photographs and articles, I was kind of hoping that people, oops, sorry, I'm just dropping all my stuff. I was kind of hoping that people would be watching this and that the mention of the Link magazine might bring back some memories, or, you know, adverts for places in the magazines might bring back some memories. And I was kind of hoping that this could be like a springboard where people start to have a bit of a conversation about some of this stuff. And, you know, it'd be nice to do some spin-off videos where we talk about some of the places that are advertising in this, or, you know, some of the photographs, some of the folks that are in the photographs. I'd love to hear from you in the comments, because obviously I wasn't around at the club back in these days. I wasn't even born when this was happening, although I'd love to have been there. But it'd be great to hear from some folks that were there then, and to maybe even catch some of you guys onto no, I don't want to call it an interview, but just a chat over Messenger, video, you know, video chat or anything like that, and we can record that. So this is like an introduction to what I hope will be a series of videos about these magazines. You know, Cowboy's book led on to these magazines in terms of this video trail. And I'm kind of hoping that we can, you know, spring out from there into some other things. There's, there must be over 30 videos, 30 magazines, over 30 magazines here, and all the material that Vic kindly lent me to begin this video journey. And I would just love to have that journey being kind of having a route that's suggested by you guys. So please do come back in the comments about your memories of all this stuff, or maybe where we could take this. You know, it needs to be more than me looking back on these and flicking through them, because I wasn't there then, and there's so many people around that were there then, and I'd love to hear from you guys about your memories. And we can, you know, spin it off with thoughts about some of those adverts, the places that aren't around anymore that were advertised in that, some of the events that you might remember reading about in the Link magazine. So yeah, it'd be great to have some videos coming forward from this little introduction video to the Link magazine. But thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Bye bye for now.